Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof, and welcome back. Welcome back, one and all, to our little cleared-out plot of land. We've been doing some base work off-camera. Well, not so much off-camera as on time-lapse. I did have some clips of the before, but those clips didn't have any audio for some reason, so we're working with what we've got. But yes, welcome everybody to the World of Madness server, Season 6. Today, my friends, we are putting together a few different things. We're going to work on the railway a little bit more. We're going to work on the railway that way a little bit more. But there's a few other things that we're going to be working on as well, such as the train station and our first mine shafts. There's a few other projects that I have in mind, but those aren't as important at the moment. But let me outline for you. Let me outline for you the idea behind this place. So, over. Oh, hello. Okay, this is a bit weird to control. Watching through the camera drone is a little bit weird. But in this area here, this is where our main warehouses are going to go. We're going to have a bunch of like ore storage warehouses and like big piles of logs and ore. On this side is going to be our train station. Big old train station with a big long platform that sort of spans this entire hillside. Hold on, right. Up here is going to be our refinery, our big sort of smelting factory for all of our ores. And then, of course, along this path here, right off the edge, in fact, going sort of out this way, this is where, let me just do this. There we go. This here is where our main sort of mineshaft bridges are going to go. And the mineshafts are going to be sort of suspended out above the ravine. They're going to be like large structures that will sort of come up out of the ravine, and then there'll be bridges between them. I haven't quite decided on how I want that to look yet. But I have a few ideas. So, what we're going to do today is actually we're going to go grab some brick and some smooth stone, though I need smooth stone slabs, and I don't know if I think I stored those somewhere, didn't I? Somewhere? Yes. Okay, so we have the bricks. I think I used the smooth stone slabs for something else, but it's fine. So we're going to turn all of this smooth stone into slabs. There we go. And then I'm going to show you briefly how this area is going to look. So, let's start from here, because this is sort of the rail crossing section. So the way this is going to look is we're going to be building a sort of like under platform area and then an over platform area. And the way this is going to work is the bricks and the stairs are going to be sort of embedded into the back of the platform. Or not into the back, but into the base of the platform. They're going to give it this sort of gentle curve. Then our pillars are going to go up like this, and there's going to be this small gap here. And the gap is going to be for our little drainage points. When you see stations, right? When you see train stations, you see a lot of gravel on sort of the under the rail tracks, but you'll also see small drainage areas for like water and stuff, especially with stations that still cater to steam engines. And the reason for this is steam is basically water vapor, right? So when it cools down, it dribbles onto the tracks, and then it has to go somewhere. So there are small drainage points at sort of the base of the station to allow the water to be recycled, technically speaking. Not sure if it's recycling. I haven't actually looked into how that stuff works, but that is the idea. Anyway, so this is going to be the level of our platform. It is going to be on a normal slab, so not a half slab, so we will have to light this up. But eventually this sort of whole section is going to be platform level. Then we're going to make the platform out of standard smooth stone, andesite, and cobblestone, a mixture, and that's going to be in full blocks so that this section back here is not something that you can sort of look through down here. It'll be a little bit darker and not sort of like something you can look into the underneath of the platform of. I only want you to be able to look underneath the platform through these little cubby holes. But yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of work on the platform. I'm going to do a little bit of work over there. I don't know that I'll time-lapse it, but we'll see. And I'm also going to take down my tent and put it somewhere else, I think. I think I need to move that tent. I really, really, really want to stop living in a tent. Please. I have moved my tent, but I'm still living in a tent. And that's not likely to change for a little while still. Because there's a lot of work to be done. Now, as you can tell, I've also moved the portal, the nether portal, and I've done a little bit of work here on the tracks. I've separated out the ties, the rail ties, because I wasn't very happy with the one block separation. It felt really busy. This feels a little less busy, but I'm not entirely certain I'm happy with it. But we also have the base area for the station platform. Now, what I'm going to end up doing, this platform is going to be mostly clear, except for over this end, where what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to stack a bunch of logs, and I'm going to have this be my sort of log storage system, perhaps. Not 100% sure, but I am thinking about it. Also, additionally, there is a reason why I haven't finished this area. This section here requires half slabs, and eventually it's going to be in this sort of... it'll have andesite, stone, and cobblestone mixed in here and there, and it'll make it feel a little... less bland than just having a flat stone surface. But down here, you can see the beginnings of what the under platform will look like. This is going to be about 2.5 blocks tall, so we have the actual surface of the platform a half block higher. But one of the things that we're going to have down here eventually will be water flows. So these sort of water channels, which will follow along this sort of stone brick line that I've mapped out, as well as these sort of small pathways down from the stairs. And eventually what it'll look like is something like this, with water coming down and sort of flowing in. And this will be half slabbed as well. We're going to have trapdoors, spruce trapdoors over sort of the halfway point, so that you can still walk across without having to dip your toes in. And then this section back here will be just sort of a flat area. But the one thing that I'm missing for this entire endeavor is vines, actually. So when you make stone bricks, you can make them in 3 variants, or you can turn them into 3... Ooh, hi. A little close there. Hello. You can make them into 3 different variants. You can make them in cracked, you can make them in mossy, and you can make them in normal. I mean, there's also chiseled, but I'm not going to be using chiseled in this. Cracked stone bricks, I believe the way you get them is by simply smelting the stone bricks into cracked stone bricks, and that's easy enough. mossy stone bricks you need to get by crafting them with vines. I don't have any. I do think I know where to find some, however. So we're going to go and pop over to Night Fox's base with a pair of shears. And hopefully not ruin the ecology of his area. This is Night Fox's little area. This lovely little valley down here in the base of, between, well, we have a forest, a plains, I think, a jungle, and a spruce forest, and a dark oak forest. This place basically has all the biomes for some reason. But we're not here for any of that. We're here for those trees right over there. Because we need a decent amount of vines. Probably more vines than I might think. So we're going to grab a couple of stacks of these. So that we can save some for later as well. Grab my shears. And then do this. Hold on. This is probably a bad idea, actually. Let's just do that instead. Okay, that should do. Almost 2.5 stacks and some grass, apparently. That can go back. And my shears are almost dead. And it does have me wondering if there is a way to actually automate the harvest of vines. It's got me curious. Because I know we can automate the harvest of wool by putting shears in a dropper. Is it possible to do the same thing with vines? Something to ponder about, I think. We are back at our little base area. It's starting to come along, but it's still got a lot of work to be done before we're anywhere near completion. Regardless, I have now acquired some normal stone brick, some mossy stone brick, and, well, cracked stone brick as well. And that is going to be the basis for our sort of underneath section for our platform. Now, the stone brick slabs are going to go in this section here. They'll provide this sort of shallower incline into the rest of the sort of drainage system that is going to be underneath the station. So we're just going to do a little bit of this along here, give it a little bit of additional texture. Not much, but it's enough to make it look like the system is in use, as it were. Some of these iron golems are going to have to go, probably. That storage system, I have no idea what I'm going to do with it yet. Some of them are going to be a little bit cleaner than others. Some are going to be quite dirty. Others, well, it's really, it's a bit of a mix and match. Hold on. Oh, right. So these two at the end here, they're a little bit longer because the track actually goes down a block at the end of the platform. If we come around here, you can see that it goes down a block. So these two pieces are actually a little bit further down. Technically, this one should be as well. Hold up. There we go. I'm stuck. I am stuck. I'm stuck down here now. Hold up. Yep. There we go. Yeah, we can fix this section. It's just an extra 2 smooth stone slabs. But yeah, I also need to move my villagers. This small breeding chamber that I've had down here for ages. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. I'll figure it out eventually. You are going to die eventually, and I'm not going to worry too much about that. So let's take these out of my hotbar, and now we have mossy and cracked, as well as the normal stone bricks. So what we can do Mossy should usually, generally speaking, go on the outer edges next to the waterways itself. The cracked can go on the outer or on the inner, it doesn't really matter. And the smooth stone, not the smooth stone, the smoother stuff goes on the inside usually. So a little bit of something like that, I guess. Some crack over here. A little bit. Oh, not quite that mossy, thank you. Oh, damn it! I keep falling in a hole. This is not conducive to a good workplace environment. I think I need to file some OSHA violations or something. Let's do cracked there. Smooth. Well, not smooth. Standard, I suppose you could say. A little bit of that and that, and then that. A little bit of mossy. Some cracked on the corners. And eventually, this whole area will look a lot more visually distinct. I'll get to that one later. And we'll do a little bit of adjustment here. Just so that we... Guys, please. Oh, wow, your eye texture is kind of unnerving, actually. Oh, wow. What about you, my dude? Your eyes are fine. You're just kind of... Oh, my god. Okay, that's kind of terrifying, actually. Apparently, when you have this texture pack on, the animations of the Iron Golem's eyes, when they're really damaged, start to blink and flash. That is kind of terrifying in a kind of sad way, actually. Interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna finish up on doing the underside of the platform. Then we're gonna do the top side of the platform, and then hopefully we will have a decent area of platforminess. I'm not sure if platforminess is a... I'm not sure if platforminess is a word, but I'm making it one. Now, I had to let my villagers loose to actually complete this, but they seem to be fine down there. I think they're fine. I'll fix it up. There's still a few holes here and there because there's iron golems in the way, and I don't have enough arrows to deal with them at the moment. I had to dispose of a few of them. Don't tell anybody about that. Yeah. Every time I walk past an iron golem now, they look at me with this suppressed killer instinct vibe. I don't know. I'm worried. There may be a revolution on the horizon from the iron golem, so I'd better get on top of that quick. But yes, this is what the platform looks like now. You can see we've used andesite and stone slabs for the general texture of this platform, as well as spots of the much sharper cobblestone to give it that sort of slightly worn feel. It's a similar method to what I used in Season 5 for the Canary Town wharfs. I quite like the look of it. It evokes a sense of sort of worn out, work-worn, sort of well-traveled paths, essentially. But yeah, I'm really happy with this. It looks really good. After extensive work both on and off stream, we have finally come to the end of the episode. We have put together a little bit more of the train track, going as far as the edge of this mountain. We put a bit more together in the other direction as well, but as you can see, there's still a lot to go. We need to get this all the way down to the floor, and then we need to make it take a curve. I'm not looking forward to the curve. I can tell you that for certain. We also put together this small bridge, which is going to end up out to the mine shaft, but I don't have time to complete it today, so it will be something that we will be putting together in the next episode. This area here is going to be an elevator tower. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to model that, but I have a few ideas. And obviously we have our log storage here on the station platform. We have our spruce, well, that's not spruce, that's oak. We have our oak, birch, cherry, dark oak, and spruce. I am honestly quite unlikely to utilize acacia, jungle, or the crimson and warped pieces. They're not really my style. Maybe in the future, we'll see how it all goes. As for now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the episode, I'm afraid to say. But we will be back soon enough. Next episode, I believe we may very well be fighting the Ender Dragon for the first time in this world. But yes, thank you all very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Comments, honestly, I do appreciate every single comment that comes through here. They help me make more videos for you guys. It's encouragement of the highest degree. And, well, if you subscribe, you get to see more of this stuff. At any rate, thank you all very much for watching this evening, everyone. Have a very good evening, and a very good night. And we shall see you all next time for some more World of Madness SMP.